NVIDIA just dropped something massive, a free open AI model with 120 billion parameters that only uses 12 billion at any one time. But here's the kicker. They didn't just release the weights. They released the entire training dataset. 10 trillion tokens. The recipes. Everything. This is Nemotron 3 Super. Let's look at what we're working with. 20 billion total parameters. 12 billion active. That's the magic of mixture of experts. A million token context window. And 5x higher throughput than models of the same size. Think Formula One car with Camry fuel economy. Here's why this matters. When you build multi-agent systems, you hit two walls fast. Wall number one, context explosion. Every step, the agent resends its full history. All tool outputs, all intermediate thinking. NVIDIA says this creates 15x more tokens than a normal chat. And over long tasks, the agent drifts. Forgets the original goal. That kills usefulness fast. Wall number two, the thinking tax. Complex agents reason at every single step. Should I search now? Summarize? Call this tool? If you use a massive model for every micro decision, it gets very slow and very expensive. Most multi-agent apps aren't practical at scale because of exactly this. Nemotron 3 Super solves both problems at once with a hybrid architecture. Mamba 2 layers handle 4x more efficient memory and compute. Mixture of experts routing activates only 12 billion of the 120 billion parameters per token, and multi-token prediction generates multiple words simultaneously. Here's what makes this different from other quantized models. Nemotron was natively trained in NVFP4, that's 4-bit floating point on Blackwell GPUs. Not compressed after training, the model learned to think in 4-bit from day one. That means 4x faster inference than FP8 on Hopper with zero accuracy loss. And deploying it is dead simple. It's available as an NVIDIA NIM microservice with a standard OpenAI compatible API. 5 lines of Python, and you're running Nemotron. Point your existing agent frameworks at it. LangGraph, AutoGen, CrewAI. They all work out of the box. Now let's talk benchmarks. Nemotron 3 Super is 2.2x faster than OpenAI's GPT, OSS 20B, and 7.5x faster than Alibaba's Qwen 3.5 at the same parameter class. It scored 83.73 on MMLU, Pro, and 90% on AIM 2025. And NVIDIA used it to power their AIQ research agent to #1 on both DeepResearch agent to #1 on both DeepResearch bench leaderboards. But here's the real comparison that matters. Nemotron gives you open weights, open training data, self-hosting, fine-tuning on your own domain, and royalty-free commercial use. Closed models give you a black box, vendor lock-in, zero customization, and per-token pricing that scales with your bill. For production, AI, this is not a close call. And the companies using this tell you everything about where agents are going. Perplexity is running it as one of 20 orchestrated models inside their search product. CodeRabbit and Greptile are integrating it into their code review agents. And on the enterprise side, Palantir, Siemens, Cadence, and Dassault Systems are all deploying it for telecom, cybersecurity, semiconductor design, and manufacturing. When Palantir and Siemens both run the same open model in production, you know it's something real. Here's what it looks like in practice. You set up Nemotron as the reasoning brain inside your multi-agent framework. LangGraph, CrewAI, AutoGen, they all plug right in. The model handles the reasoning, your tools handle the actions, and the million token context window means your agent stays sharp across the entire workflow without drifting. Now here's the part that changes everything. NVIDIA didn't just release the model weights. They released the complete training pipeline. 10 trillion tokens of curated pre-training data, 40 million post-training samples, 15 reinforcement learning environments, and full training recipes. This is the most complete open release from any major AI company, ever. Let me show you what they actually shipped. Model weights on Hugging Face, 10 trillion tokens of pre-training data, complete post-training data sets, reinforcement learning environments and evaluation recipes, and Nemo tools to fine-tune or build your own model from scratch. You can literally reproduce the entire training run. NVIDIA's own Chris Alexiuk called it fast, smart, and the most open model they've ever released. And the developer community agrees. This isn't just open weights with an asterisk. This is open everything. NVIDIA's been building toward this. First Nemotron model in November 2023. The family expanded through 2024. A $26 billion commitment to open weight models filed in 2025. And now Nemotron 3 Super at GTC 2026, alongside the formation of the Nemotron Coalition. That's right. $26 billion over 5 years dedicated to building open-weight AI models. NVIDIA has a 550 billion parameter model already in pre-training. This isn't a side project. It's a strategic bet that open models optimized for their hardware create a moat deeper than CUDA itself. And they're not doing it alone. NVIDIA formed the Nemotron Coalition with Mistral AI, Perplexity, LangChain, Black Forest Labs, Cursor, Reflection AI, Sarvam, and Mira Murati's Thinking Machines Lab. Members contribute data and expertise. NVIDIA provides DGX cloud compute. First deliverable, a base model co-developed with Mistral that will power the Nemotron 4 family. Jensen Huang said it best. Open models are the lifeblood of innovation. The company that enabled the AI boom with hardware is now betting $26 billion that the future of AI is open. And with Nemotron 3 Super, they just fired the starting gun.